Pledging emergency funding to help the 1 million made homeless by the cyclone, Britain urged Burma to allow international aid agencies access to those affected.
Much of the affected region is only accessible by boat, and many of the boats in that region were damaged or destroyed by the cyclone itself. It is therefore vital that aid workers get access to areas affected by the cyclone to help coordinate the emergency response and deliver aid to those in need. We are currently receiving mixed signals on the question of access to Burma for international staff. There were widespread media reports only this morning of UN flights being unable to land in Burma. The latest information available to my department suggests the following. The first flight with 7 tonnes of high-energy biscuits has landed around 07:30 on the 8th of May UK time, and the biscuits are being unloaded. It is too soon to have a view on the unloading and customs processes, but the World Food Programme are expected to report back to us early this afternoon. The second flight with 18 tonnes of high-energy biscuits has landing rights in Yangon and is currently in Dhaka. It is expected to depart today. Delays with these first 2 flights were due to delays in obtaining clearances. The third flight will leave Dubai today with a range of items. It also has clearance to land in Burma. The fourth flight, due to leave from Italy, is currently on hold whilst a view is taken on the capacity of the airport equipment and staff in Burma. The UN do not want to overwhelm this capacity. The first Red Cross and NGO flights will seek access shortly. We do not yet know whether the Burmese government will allow free access for international agencies to the areas affected by the disaster. We, as well as the United Nations and the NGOs, are continuing to urge the Burmese authorities to ensure rapid access for international humanitarian staff to Burma, and then for access in turn to the worst affected areas within Burma to manage our assistance effectively. Representations are being made at both multilateral and bilateral levels. I have personally spoken to John Holmes, the UN's Emergency Relief Coordinator, who is also appealing to the Burmese authorities to allow access to UN agencies and international workers. I have spoken with our Ambassador in Rangoon, Mark Canning, who has raised the issue of access with both the Senior General and the Burmese Prime Minister. I have also spoken to the Burmese Ambassador here in London to urge him to facilitate rapid access for international humanitarian staff. Alongside working to secure access to the affected areas, the UK has made an immediate contribution of up to £5 million, the largest single contribution made by any one country, to help the United Nations, Red Cross and NGOs meet urgent humanitarian needs, including shelter, access to clean water, food and other emergency items. We have readied stockpiles of emergency supplies such as tents, water containers, blankets and plastic sheets, and sourced additional logistical equipment and relief supplies to be delivered by the same agencies. We are working closely with agencies on the ground to determine exact needs, and we expect to be able to allocate these funds in the coming days as needs and access become clearer. The challenges of the relief effort would daunt even the most developed country, Mr Deputy Speaker, and it is important that the Burmese government accepts all offers of international assistance offered to it. As the House will be aware, as well as our initial pledge of up to £5 million for the relief effort, the United Kingdom is one of the few countries providing long-term humanitarian assistance to the people of Burma. In October 2007, the United Kingdom announced that it would double its aid for the poorest people in Burma from £9 million per year to £18 million per year in 2010. Our support is delivered in accordance with the European Common Position, either through the United Nations or other reputable NGOs. None goes through the central government. This is, Mr Deputy Speaker, a very grave crisis, on a scale not seen since the tsunami of 2004. I want to assure the House that the British Government will continue to work to bring assistance and relief to the suffering people of Burma.
The £5 million aid package will help those left starving and homeless after the cyclone.